and welcome to our channel. My name is Dmitry, and I'm a part of the Exactpro research team. At Exactpro, we build software to test software. Check out our website if you want to learn more about us. And remember to subscribe and hit that bell button to stay up to date with our videos. We are continuing a series of videos for people preparing for the ISTQB exam. Today, we are going to finish Chapter 6, titled Tool Support for Testing. If you missed the previous videos, you can find the link in the description below. So, let's pick up where we left off. You have to consider a number of things when selecting and integrating new test tools. Simply buying an application does not guarantee success, even with the most expensive ones. Each new tool introduced into an organization will require effort to achieve real and lasting benefits. But with opportunities come risks. What are the benefits? First of all, it's the reduction of repetitive manual work. Second of all, your test cycle speed escalates because machines work faster than people. Test coverage increases because we spend less time implementing regression testing. At the same time, we add new tests to our library. Automation provides greater consistency and repeatability. This means that the test data is created in a coherent manner and tests can be executed in the same order with the same frequency. Also, it gives more objective assessment in static measures and coverage. And finally, it grants easier access to information about testing. For example, statistics and graphs about test progress, defect rates, and performance. And what are the risks? Performance expectations for the tool may be unrealistic. The advertised capabilities of the tool may be just a marketing ploy for you to buy it. In reality, it might run slower than expected, have a cumbersome interface, and be generally unstable. The time, cost, and effort for the initial introduction of the tool may be underestimated. The same applies to what is needed to achieve and maintain significant benefits. They say that when you get a time estimate from a developer or a tester, you can multiply it by 3. Let's hope it's just industry humor. Version control of test work products and interoperability between crucial tools provided by different vendors may be neglected. The tool vendor may go out of business, retire the tool, sell the tool to a different vendor, or provide a poor response for support upgrades and defect fixes. For example, Microsoft stopped supporting its coded UI test tool after acknowledging that it was inferior to open source software. Companies that were using this tool had to migrate their tests to other apps. An open source project may be suspended, or there may be no clear ownership of the tool, which won't yield timely updates. For example, Selenium has over 300 open and unresolved defects right now, the oldest one dating back to 2015. And finally, a new platform or technology may not be supported by the tool. For instance, cloud technologies are becoming increasingly popular these days, but unfortunately, some tools won't support them. This situation will demand additional resource investment to make them compatible. The risks seem too many. That's why Exactpro specializes in delivering custom-made builds and continuous tool support for our clients in order to minimize their risks. Let's review the basic steps of tool selection. What do we have to think over when choosing one for your company? You start from looking at your own organization, assessing its strengths and weaknesses. Then you identify opportunities for an improved test process supported by a tool. You have to understand the technologies used by the test object, because you have to select the tool that is compatible with them. If you're already using other tools, you have to ensure compatibility and integration. After that, you evaluate the tool against clear requirements and objective criteria. Then you review the vendor. How reliable is it? Does it provide training and support? How robust are its services? All of these contemplations ought to bring you to some cost-benefit estimation. As a final preparation step, the company should do a proof of concept evaluation to establish whether the tool performs effectively with the software under test and within the current infrastructure, or, if necessary, to identify the required changes to that infrastructure so the tool could be used more efficiently. Introducing the selected tool into an organization generally starts with a pilot project. It should help you gain in-depth knowledge about the tool and to understand its upsides and downsides. It will demonstrate how the tool fits with the existing processes and practices and determine what needs to be changed. This will also be the time for your company to decide on standard ways of using, managing, storing, and maintaining the tool and the test work products. Here, you settle on naming conventions, selecting coding standards, and creating libraries. Also, you should understand the metrics that you wish the tool to collect and report. And what's more important, you confirm your cost-benefit estimation. So all of the initial steps are taken, and we're about to introduce the tool to the rest of the company. But how do we ensure a successful deployment and ongoing support of tools within the organization? First of all, you ought to roll out the tool incrementally, making adjustments as you go along. Second, you define guidelines for the use of the tool, monitor the benefits, and create ways to gather practical information. Third, you should provide training and support for tool users. It's a trial and error method. If done carelessly, it can cost your organization valuable time and resources. But if implemented thoroughly, it can bring forth benefits for current and future projects. This concludes the basic overview of the ISTQB foundation level syllabus. The team that worked on this series hopes it was educational yet accessible, and what's more important, inspirational. Our goal is to motivate you to successfully pass this exam. Don't be afraid. Pick up the syllabus text for more information. Study it. We bid you good luck and hope to see you soon on our channel.